sets the expectation for is
looking for the steal here if they can get it. The second Oracles is used, and now Fnatic have to stay around. They're going for it. It's taken by Pugs. He doesn't even have Smite. What were the junglers doing? The taunt comes out as Caps tries to chase in. Broxah has to flash away. Hillisang's burned his as well. But now with the exhaust coming down, Pugs will land the red buff slow, and Broxah is in for a world of hurt. There's no escape. G2 first blood.
and the early game falls apart already. We kind of see scaling options on both sides, and for Fnatic, it's very much about splitting up the map. They want to be playing on their side lanes, pushing out those lanes, and then maybe looking to group versus 5, because the scaling on the likes of a Kai'Sa. As an all-in happens.
Jumping straight onto Mickey here, the explosive shot lands, but Reckless going to jump forward, and now the teleport comes in behind them. Reckless needs to get the kill if he's going to get out. He tries to jump away with the flash as well. The Caps is on the chase, he has the flash, he's going in. Hillisang trying to tank it up, but Caps steals away the buster shot. Will it be enough damage? Yes, it will. Caps gets another, and now Fnatic are trying to react. Hillisang just about gets into the bush, out of vision. G2 can't find him, but then knocked back. Jankos goes down, and now Caps is the new target. Remember that Fnatic are going to chase him down. There's no escape for Caps. Fnatic find the kill.
Fnatic are the ones to punish G2.
It's ticking below half HP.
So Fnatic continuing to maintain pressure on the bot side of the map. You can see the CS discrepancy building more and more. Broxah now up top lane to support Brimbo, as Wonder's getting forced back.
Bear trap on a rope will not quite get the second connection of Jankos is around the corner, but here is the chase of the Glacial Prism lands. It's Broxah who's tanking up the tower. He will pay for the dive with his life because Jankos is waiting for him to pop out of the stopwatch. Broxah trying to survive, but that Sejuani should be able to chase him down. Maybe Broxah's been able to escape. No, he has not. Jankos comes in with the Arctic Assault, but he has saved time. Grippo coming in from the side has the counter strike, will land the stun, and now Jankos has overextended for the kill, and Grippo will happily accept 2 in return.
And that dive, much better played this time around from Fnatic.
Which, while it didn't work out for Fnatic initially, they can just keep making this play later on into the game. That Jax 1v1 will not always be a 1v1 because the Shen ultimate is primed and ready to help support it.
Grippo uses the Ripcode up towards the top side, but meanwhile in the bottom side of the map, Perks goes golden, dodges out from the cast. Stand United uses onto Broxah, the Caps is on the chase, and G2 had the first kill of the game. Reckless there, coming across, first kill of the fight indeed. Nemesis jumping forward into perfect execution. Reckless needs to get some autos in if Fnatic are going to turn this one around, because G2 at the moment are happy with their single kill. They'll back away. The Ripcode in top.
To change. If Fnatic have so much control over the map when they start opening up into a 1-3-1 because they have the Shin, they have the Akali, they have the Jax, I expect G2 to look at forcing fights.
Here we go, Caps with the stolen barrel and Hillisang with no escape. The charge comes in from Wonder, but Nemesis is able to retreat.
A safety net whenever Whippo's that far.
Whippo now has rotated towards the mid lane. Nemesis trading in. Caps trying to do what he can. Has Ultimate to steal away. Jumps in forward. Here's the Stand United though, and Caps has dived too greedily. He has dived too deep, and he is shot down by the man who replaced him.
And time again, Fnatic going back to this tried true strategy of you
still have scaling aspects on their side. Yes, Tristana going to be very strong in the late game fights. Yes, Akali still going to be able to one-shot a backline. G2's comp is just better built to fight with their crowd control and heal. We might see a fight right now.
Fight begins. Jankos secures the Dragon Box is in the pit, and he's almost down. He gets taken out, sniped by Perks, and now the charge comes in from the side. Perks surviving on the back line as Brimble takes down Jankos. Mickey low, down to half HP. Reckless jumping forward. They've gone for Perks. They've assassinated him, and now G2 have fallen apart. Mickey will flash away, but Fnatic say you are not escaping today. The chase continues as Wonder dodges away with the joust, but here comes Grippo. Leap strike, up the leap strike, chasing down G2. Nemesis looking for the catch, can't quite find it, but Hillisang has the flash taunt here if he wants it. Grippo goes down, Caps coming back in, the barrel doesn't land, but the taunt comes out, and now it's an all-white brawl in the bottom lane, and it's Fnatic who are coming out on top.
Caps crumbles and know that Fnatic is going towards the Infernal, but they don't realize that Reckless is doing it solo, so they're not going to take trading if you're watching as a Fnatic fan, because you can see ways in which they can win the game, but it feels like
Item Jax as well. You need to put him in those side lanes.
Things do get a little bit harder now that Wonder has kind of caught up in itemization, has GA, has Skarl, so it's not like Whippo can just kind of free dive the Kled now if he wants to try to force the play.
Here we go. It's Perks. He's being caught out. There's no escape. He used the kill instinct of the Cleanse, but in the end, Whippo will take the kill, and now Hillisang's here to help the fight. And it's Wonder on the front line. Mickey trying to back him up. Wonder still has the GA. Fnatic healed up with a redemption, but towards the bottom of the fight. Nemesis is almost caught out by Jankos and Caps, and now Fnatic won the offensive. Fnatic won the front foot. Reckless is jumping forward, but they can't find anything more. Fnatic turn to back. Baron.
He had no flash available. He gets run down in the middle lane, and now Fnatic should just take this Baron completely uncontested.
33 minutes in, but the rest of Fnatic are pushing in, trying to join up with their team because here comes the next wave. Jankos and Perks defending in top. Meanwhile, in the bottom side, Brippo is facing against Wonder and Caps. The mid wave is pushing in. Rek is trying to get it, but Mickey is able to stand there at the moment. Wonder going in with a bear trap on the rope in the bottom lane, and you can see Caps is on the chase. But what can Fnatic do with this? Brippo's down, and Fnatic were not able to use that.
Now, you'll notice that top is in a position that G2 don't actually have to worry about this. They're gaining mid-prio, which means that they can actually look to challenge, but here comes a flank from Fnatic.
Here we go, one fight to define the game, one fight to win it. If you're Fnatic, but Perks jumps away. Brippo trying to get in from the backside. Wonder jumping over the back of the Fnatic lines, and Nemesis has a flank position. He's caught out with the Glacier Prism as the standing knight. He will keep him alive for the moment. He's shut down! Nemesis goes down! Wonder goes into the GA, and the rest of G2 are trying to get them in time, but Wonder's on the wrong side of the wall. In the end, it will be a 1-1 trade. The taunt comes out. Reckless could jump forward. Fnatic are looking for that final kill. They just need one. They just need the resets. Reckless opening up with the guns, but they can't quite find it.
Fnatic have the health advantage, and remember, Reckless at this point in the game could just solo the Elder Drake. So G2 have to be so careful. Waves are pushing in the bot side of the map. Caps does have the teleport to join, but look, Reckless is starting it off.
And look at Hilly. He got in underneath them.
Jankos caught out. The counter-strike comes out, but Jankos wants the stopwatch just for the moment. The taunt comes out onto Mickey. Jankos is down. The TP coming in from Caps straight into all 4 members of his former team, and Caps cannot survive that. Reckless gets away on the backline. Caps goes down. It's a double from Brippo, and Fnatic have found their moment.
And the solution for Fnatic in this Rubik's Cube is simply to rip it apart. They use the TP. They force the fight onto G2. They say, we are no longer about the side lanes. We will take the 5v5, and they outperform in the end.
And the biggest thing was that Fnatic had that. They're going to have to hold the line. They're going to have to make the miracle fight happen, because the reality is Fnatic sit with an 11k gold advantage, and even if their comp isn't that easy to execute.
The bottom, Wonder and Jankos trying to defend, but the inhibitor is the new target for Fnatic in that top side. Whipple jumping in, Wonder's going to joust away, but the inhibitor has fallen in top, and now Fnatic will open their eyes towards the bottom lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the inhibitor tower goes down. Jankos caught out a little bit by Boxer, who chucked out the cards, and now the Stand United comes onto Whippo. He's stunned up, but he can't die. It's Fnatic, they're unkillable, they die underneath the Nexus towers. Whippo goes into the GA, but look at the damage that Reckless can put down. He jumps forward, trying to catch onto Caps, but the exhaust will stop him in his tracks. In the end, Caps falls, and in a game of inches, in a game of moments, Fnatic